We are finally getting out of the drought for Apex Legends. This last couple of weeks has been so treacherous. They've been horrible. And I even tweeted yesterday that like Apex has been so boring as of late, I could cry, because obviously this is my job. This is what I depend on. And so when things go down, I go down, and things have gone down for me lately. So yeah, I'm absolutely stoked to finally see not only an event coming, but it looks like some good news about the event has come out as well. And thankfully, prayers have been answered. So first off, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys want to stay up to date with Apex news. Chick-fil-A closed for remodeling, and I'm extremely sad. So if you subscribe to the channel, it'll make me very not sad. Or if you hate JMeyels, subscribing will make me even more sad. So firstly, I want to make mention of the collection event that we are about to get literally next week. So this event is supposed to be coming out June the 20th, and unfortunately, we really did not know which event it was going to be. We had been under the impression that it could possibly be the heirloom prestige skin for Valkyrie, because there was apparently some visual effects bugs going on with the Horizon heirloom. Therefore, we were gonna have to wait for the Horizon heirloom towards the end of the season. And I guess, well, that's where some of the good news comes in from today's video. Before we talk about that event, we need to talk about a surprise event that could have happened, or a surprise trailer that could have happened, that a lot of people seem to be under the impression that it was actually coming yesterday. Thornton Smash had reported that from what he heard, Apex Legends, apparently, you know, you should not expect the Revenant Reborn Ultimate Void Grenade to still be there, as there are some heavy changes and still working on some full details. However, he's number one person that here that said it's possible that we get a trailer today. That was yesterday. I don't think I've ever seen a trailer on a Sunday. Maybe it's a premiere though he was referring to. Of course, like I think Story of the Outland trailers come out on Monday, and maybe that's what he was looking forward to here. But he basically said, personally, based on what the Apex Legends narrative lead, I think it's probably later towards the end of the season, but we will see. Of course, that ended up being correct here, because, you know, we didn't get anything at all, where he was actually referencing one of the narrative leads here, Ashley Reed, saying that, quote, we've got something that's a little bit closer to the middle of the season and end of the season that we don't want to talk about too much yet, because we want to make sure you actually get a chance to see it. So it seems like something that's a little bit out of the ordinary, right? Surely they're not talking about Horizon heirloom or prestige skin, because we've seen all that stuff, right? That's really nothing important, because, well, I mean, it's important, but it's not like that important, right? So anyways, yes, like I said, that seemed to be correct, because obviously nothing happened. Well, Crowrindo was under the exact same impression, saying if Revenant Reborn model is a Story of the Outland skin, then we possibly might get a premiere today. And then obviously he followed it up by saying, well, I guess we're gonna have to wait for next week, because that did not happen either. So yesterday, while everybody was probably enjoying their weekend, we were all expecting a trailer to release, or at least drop or premiere, but sadly that did not happen. And I guess we're gonna have to wait towards the end of the season for that to happen. Now back into reality, where we are now with this latest collection event that's coming in about a week or so, June 20th. We're about 8 days away. We could possibly see a trailer in the next 3 days. Well, not necessarily possibly. We will see a trailer, but we don't know if it's going to be tomorrow. I think tomorrow's a little bit too early. Probably not going to happen on the same day that they do the updates. Then Wednesday, it's very possible as well. We've seen them do that. And then Thursday, obviously, would be the last day I would imagine they would probably release this. I doubt it would go all the way to Friday. But yes, here is the good news. It does not seem like it's going to be the Valkyrie prestige skin any longer. They seemingly have fixed some of these bugs for the, you know, Horizon heirloom that they said there were some visual effects. The inside source coming from Thornton had basically said the same thing, is that it seems like if they can't fix it, they'll release the prestige skin. If they do fix the Horizon heirloom in time, then they'll release that event instead. And it seems like finally they have done so, or assuming that's the word, and it should be coming out with the Horizon heirloom. And I think this is going to be better, because people are looking for this event instead. And so I'm excited about this. Now, this event is not just any ordinary event, right? It seems like we're going to be getting a game breaking, or a game changing, a groundbreaking, I guess you would say, limited time mode that seemingly could be a hint in the direction of more permanent modes. Like I said, after all of this time of this season has been so boring, finally it is getting a little bit better. So not only do we have the prestige skin coming at the end of the season, we have this Horizon heirloom coming like very soon, and it should be like this, you know, Scottish mace with like a black hole in the tip or something. Now this obviously is a, you know, like concept here. This is not really the real heirloom. I personally wish it would be like a knife of some sort, because I always feel like the knives are better, but it is what it is. I know a lot of people disagree with that. I do want to say though, we are giving one away. If you guys are interested, just all you got to do is make sure you subscribe to the channel, and, you know, commenting on the videos throughout the probably next 2 weeks, and I'll pick one in, you know, at about the middle of the event. Now, in these events, like I said, we always have some modes that are coming. Now over the last couple of months, I've made countless videos. I think I've made 3 different videos regarding this new feature called the Rumble feature. It seems like this may be the time where it's actually coming to fruition. If you're not familiar with what it is, basically it's Apex Solos mode from what we understand. Like, it sounds like, oh, you know, Apex Solos finally coming, let's go, I can just play with myself and I don't have to worry about teammates sucking and all that. Yes, it is true. Sadly, it's not entirely the way old Apex solos used to be if you were a fan of that mode. I know a lot of people, every time I talk about that, a lot of people actually agree that solos mode was not good for the game. And so it's kind of weird though. I guess it's a double-edged sword. Regardless, this is a solos mode feature, but it's not necessarily entirely normal battle royale. So there's no longer any squads, but there's also no abilities. There seems to be, you know, more of like a class setting kind of thing. So you're not running around with bang abilities or octane abilities or whatever. Like everybody's pretty much equal. So they say in Rumble, you can't actually use your legend abilities, but instead you use various consumables that grant you temporary buffs, debuffs, or effects. Some examples are stem, cloak, EMP, berserk, swap, all this stuff. Also, they've got no loadouts, but instead they have like perks, kind of like ricochet, where your bullets can bounce off walls, explosive, disruptor, incendiary, and smart bullets as well. So it kind of feels more like an arcade style of a game, but it is still solos mode, but like a solos Apex arcade, which I think will be still fun. Honestly, this sounds like something that is so like complex. This, in my opinion, is going to be a mixtape playlist, or if not, its own mode, and it'll probably be permanent at some point after they make some adjustments. They basically say there's no rules as well. Anything can happen. The map, the ring, the loot, the anomalies, the wildlife, the consumables are all randomized and shuffled every match, creating a unique and chaotic experience every time, so you never know what to expect. So be ready for everything. Honestly, this sounds like a little bit of fun, and I think obviously this is a very big mode. I think it'll generate a lot of hype for the game. Unfortunately, I tried to view some of the quote tweets, and it seems like they did not show up at all. I don't know if they're private, but basically the person that tweeted this, Oz, has said that, you know, solos were coming back. And then I've also talked about his retweet where he said he got word from his inside source, blah, blah, blah. It is true. It is coming into the game, and many people are assuming that this is the time it will come into the game, is for this collection event. And Thornton also said the same thing, and I'm assuming his inside source had also confirmed that maybe Rumble mode is coming with this event, and that's literally just a week away. So if you've experienced the drought, and if you've hated the game just as much as I have, you've been so bored, finally it's coming to an end. And thank God they fixed the heirloom bugs, because if it would have been the prestige skin and we wouldn't have got all this stuff, I would have still been upset. But finally things are getting better, and we will be able to be on the up and up very soon. Lastly, just as we wrap the video up, a lot of people have still been tagging me and messaging me about the same exact thing, saying, you know, like, yo, Jay, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but the KP stuff is still not counting for my games. Or, you know, I've been playing a lot of ranked and I'm not getting rewarded for any of my kills as of late. What's going on? Do you know anything? I'm not sure if you guys had watched my last video. Obviously, views have been down just because Apex in general has been down over the last couple of weeks. And so I just kind of want to remind you guys, it is a bug, and it has been somewhat kind of confirmed by Respawn, even though there's been no communication from Respawn as well. There was a DM that was actually showed on Twitter the other day from one of the build engineers, basically saying, you know, don't report bugs to my LinkedIn DMs as well. So, and it was showing the KP bug as well. So it seems like they kind of did like somewhat agree that it is a bug, even though the Respawn official account has not stated it. It's not been on the Trello board either, sadly. So yes, it is a bug. Surely there will be a fix, hopefully soon. And I also hope that with this collection of an announcement, they maybe come out and give a little bit of a public statement regarding ranked and the situation that's in, and if they decide to do some kind of a split reset last minute, because we definitely need it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Like the video if you guys did enjoy, and of course subscribe to the channel if you guys want a chance to win the Horizon heirloom. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and until next time, I'll see you later, Gators. Apex is finally back, baby.